Avengers Infinity War. The trailer finally dropped a few hours ago, and here we are to discuss the trailer because that's what we do. We discuss the trailer so that we can get even more hyped about some of the movies that we are already hyped about. Let's get talking. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Puneet and this is the Afterthoughts Network. We are here to discuss the final Avengers Infinity War trailer which dropped a few hours ago. And man, what a trailer it was. It was such an amazing experience. For 2.5 minutes we get to see everything in its full glory. We get to see Thanos, which we have been teased from last about 8 years in the making. And we get to see how powerful he is. Why should we be afraid of him, and why should the Avengers be afraid of him? This is going to be a deep, dark movie in which the stakes are really high. This is a very grim trailer. It is not peppered with the sense of humor that Marvel seems to keep in all its movies. This had merely 2 or 3 instances of humor which we get. These were not even jokes. One of them, that Peter Quill was talking to Tony Stark, it was just the way they talk. It's just a humorous way in which they talk. So let's get to the trailer. In one of the opening scenes, which you can see right over here, is Tony in a new armor. Now this armor is not edgy, not the boxy armor which we have been seeing till Civil War. This is a new armor. It is much more athletic, much more aerodynamic, you can call it. But this is something I do not like. I like the edgy armor, the boxy armor, because it gave a sense of reality to the Iron Man character. It looked like something Tony would have built, or someone would have built in their home on Earth. Now this one looks like an unearthly armor, which we probably need in this movie, because in this shot you can see that now the 2 blasters in the legs can combine to form one super blaster, which Tony uses to fly off to that ship, which I think is the Asgardian ship, which we saw in the last Thor Ragnarok movie, where all the Asgardian people along with Thor, Valkyrie, Heimdall, Meek and Korg were, and of course Loki. In my opinion, the ship comes to Earth, something goes down. Maybe Thor signals to Tony to come out and help him, and Tony goes up to the ship to help out another Avenger. Now next shot we see here is Wakanda. Now we know that the movie is going to be based prominently in 2 of the cities. One is in New York, one is in Wakanda, and I actually expected Wakanda to be more in this movie, which I think we'll get, because Black Panther was such a huge success. No one would have imagined. I'm betting you even Disney did not imagine how much of a success Black Panther would be. And now we'll be seeing more of it. But that's not because the Black Panther was a huge success. It's because Marvel had a plan moving forward since the first Marvel movie, which came 10 years ago with Iron Man 1. Now here in Wakanda, we see our favorite T'Challa, King T'Challa, or the Black Panther, meeting up with Captain America and Black Widow, who are again in disguises, because you can see Black Widow has dyed her hair and Captain America has a beard. He is wearing his old uniform, but the star is missing. And who can resist that smile that Chadwick Boseman delivers as King T'Challa? The subtle smile which he gives in almost all of his scenes, I just love. That is one of the most charming things about this Black Panther character of King T'Challa. And of course, as we are in Wakanda, we see Shuri. Now Shuri was one of the standout characters of Black Panther. If you haven't watched Black Panther, you should probably just stop watching this video and go out, watch Black Panther and then come back here, because this character was amazing. This was one of the most standout characters of Black Panther. Now we get to the scene of Peter Quill meeting Tony Stark, that is Star-Lord meeting Iron Man. And here we get first humor in this trailer. Now this is something which we all wanted to see in this Marvel movies, when Star-Lord would meet his equal Tony Stark. One in the cosmic side, one on the Earth side, and then they just clash. That would be just magic, as we can see right over here. When Peter Quill says, okay, your plan is good, but it sucks, so let's move on to my plan. because that's going to be good. Now, is that a new Hulkbuster? I think so, and I have a theory. In this trailer, we see all these light shots which are probably in Wakanda, all these dark and blue and orange shots which will probably be in New York. There's a tonal shift in the scene, so you can actually identify which shots are in Wakanda and which shots are in New York. This shot is in Wakanda. Now Hulk is in Wakanda, as we have seen from the previous trailer. But why is Hulkbuster over here and Tony Stark is in New York? I think Hulk is going to be in Hulkbuster armor and Hulk will fight in the Hulkbuster armor. Now come on, who does not want to see that? Now in this scene we actually see losing his shit. I think it's back on his ship when he somehow returns, because we know from earlier talks and all the footage that was shown in D23 that was thrown out from his ship. He was flying in space and the Guardians of the Galaxy found him. Then probably they brought him back to the ship, and then I think he sees his ship is in ruins and just loses his shit. That is an epic shot. That's going to be my wallpaper for the entire time of till the Avengers Infinity War comes out in theaters and I go to watch it. That is an amazing, a beautiful shot. Now here we see what I think is a flashback shot of a baby Gamora with Thanos. Gamora, we know, is the adopted daughter of Thanos. And it's great to see these things peppered in the trailer, so that we as an audience will get to see the character development of Thanos, because that is essential. We need to get a great character built up for Thanos so that we can get invested with this. And we all know that the greatest villains are those which capture the audience, which have a character development, which have a backstory and something that the audience can understand what their motivation is. And I think with these flashback scenes, a backstory, we'll get to know about the motivations of Thanos and why is he coming to Earth. Now in this scene, we see Loki surrounded by the Dark Order. I think he's in front of Thanos, and I think this is on the Asgardian ship. You can see all the bodies of people dead on the floor. I think Thanos attacks the Asgardian ship that we saw in the post-credit scene of Thor Ragnarok, and he kills everyone. And I think Loki hands him over the Tesseract, which we see in the trailer that he crushes to get out the stone which is there inside the Tesseract. Now what I think is going to happen is Loki is going to die in this scene. This is going to be the opening of the movie. Loki is going to die on this scene, and I think before dying he'll give Tesseract to Thanos and he'll die in a glorious scene, and we'll all cry, we'll all shed tears because we don't want to see Loki die. He's a great character. I think he'll die, he'll give the Tesseract to Thanos, and I think he'll do that in return of Thanos sparing Thor's life. Now this scene is actually in Wakanda, what I feel, because of all the greenery and the light shots. So this is actually the army of Thanos attacking Wakanda. I think what will happen is that when Gamora tells Iron Man about Thanos wanting the Infinity Stones, one of the Infinity Stone is on the head of Vision. They'll hide Vision in Wakanda because Wakanda is so well hidden, and it has the Black Panther. And then Thanos' army is going to attack Wakanda while Thanos goes to attack New York because one of the stones is with Doctor Strange. After watching this trailer, I was actually watching another YouTube video of John Campea wherein he reminded me of something. This scene actually does look like straight out of the Phantom Menace. And that shield, when the Gungans are fighting the droid army, and the shield which they create, this looks just right out of that. Now this footage was shown in D23 wherein Star-Lord is riding on these panels which are created by Doctor Strange. It is an incredible footage. Now I don't know what is going on in this scene over here. This is brutal. This is brutal. I think Doctor Strange is going to be tortured because he has a stone and Thanos wants the stone. So I think he'll be tortured to know the whereabouts of the stone. And I think in the end of this movie, Thanos will have all the stones. And in the next movie, it will be the Avengers fighting Thanos in all of his glory. Now this scene is another standout scene of the trailer. It was impactful, it was bang what they wanted to show everyone, and it just hits you to the core because Thanos speaks to Tony Stark and says, I hope they will remember you. And here we can see Tony, his Iron Man armor is torn off. Just look at it. It's torn off. The Iron Man armor, which is made out of a titanium gold alloy. Now something is going on. I don't know if Iron Man will live or die in this movie. I hope he will survive, and I think Marvel will want to keep him around because Tony Stark is such a great character. People just love him. And apart from that, he's essential part to the storyline. I think Marvel will keep him around. I don't think Iron Man is going to die. Let's wait till the movie comes out. In the next shot over here, we see Thanos fighting Captain America. Now Captain America, Steve Rogers, is in Wakanda. Thanos was just in New York fighting Iron Man. Now he's in Wakanda fighting Steve Rogers. I don't know. I think he gets the time stone and that's why he can jump through time and he'll be fighting both of them at the same time. That is my prediction. Let's see how much I get it right or if I'm completely wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm just guessing. I'm just hoping. Let's see what happens when the movie comes out. But just take a look at this scene. Thanos is pushing on Captain America and Captain America is holding on. And then we see a slight tension in the face of Thanos where he is actually worried about who is this guy. Now Marvel being Marvel, we get a post-credit scene for trailer 2 and that's a great joke between Peter Parker and Doctor Strange when Peter introduces himself. Hi, I'm Peter, and Doctor Strange says, I'm Doctor Strange. Oh, so we're going with the made up names. Then I'm Spider-Man. That was an amazing scene. It was a great touch of humor because the whole trailer was pretty grim, pretty dark, where the stakes were really high. But Marvel needs to show people that this is still going to be a Marvel movie. It is a trademark Marvel movie and humor is their thing. And in the end, just see Spider-Man going all through the wreckage of the ship. I think it's going to be amazing. I think the VFX also look really, really good. Now I do have some criticisms of this trailer. Let's discuss those. One of the things that I'm really skeptical about is the orange tone. I am just burnt out of Justice League. It was so orange in the end. I'm getting the same vibes. It's going to be too much those orange scenes. Just take a look. Just see the similarities of Justice League and Infinity War. There's just too much similarity going on. That is getting me a bit skeptical. But I do have high hopes from Marvel. Marvel has never failed us. Never. I even like Iron Man 2. I loved Iron Man 3. That is why I think Marvel has never failed us. I don't think they are going to start doing it now. Because this is the culmination of entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is what they were leading us up to and this is what we are getting. I don't think they'll disappoint us. Let's see when the movie comes out. So this was the whole trailer. I have broken it down up for you. I've given you my opinions, my thoughts and my views, what I am expecting, what I think, what are my predictions about this movie. Let's see how much of it I do get right, how much I do get wrong. Maybe I get the whole thing wrong. Come on, I'm not an expert over here. So this was the Afterthoughts Network. I am Puneet. Until the next video, bye bye. Now those were my thoughts on the Avengers Infinity War trailer. What did you think about it? If you like our content and you want to see more, please click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notified when a new video drops. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel. What did you think about this trailer? Did you like it? What are your expectations? Please write it down in the comment section below so that we can get talking.